Definitely. The game is more wide open, and then it's also turned into a wing type of game, so you got to be able to pass, shoot, and dribble. At Cincinnati, we threw the ball a lot in our low post. Our low post guys, Gary and Kyle, were great, but in the NBA, you don't really see, the low post is kind of a lost art.
I'm from NBC Sports Chicago, and I know that you've been projected in a lot of mock drafts, maybe going to the Bulls at 22. Have you met with them, and what do you know about that franchise?
I haven't met with them yet. But I know they're also in the rebuilding stage, just looking for a wing that can come in and add some energy, defensive aggression, and knock down shots. But mostly, I think a lot of teams like me for my defense. I can guard multiple positions, very versatile. I can switch on the big, I can switch on the guard. I can also guard the wing, so I feel like that a lot of teams like that.
Yeah, their biggest need is at the 3 position right now, and they were not one of the better defensive teams in the league. Is that something that you think you could help playing alongside guys like Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn?
Oh, most definitely. They're very athletic, and I can fill in and be able to plug in and play right away. I spent 3 years in college, but I'm still very young, so I feel like I have a lot of potential to tap into also.
What's your agent telling you? You guys kind of feel like after the top 10 picks, it's just totally wide open? You could be anywhere in the mix after that point?
Yeah, depending on just how I work out and how the combine goes. But I'm just trying to go in and just show everything I can do to teams.
Thank you for the visit.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
When an NBA team drafts you this year, what kind of person are they getting? What kind of person are you?
High energy. I could be a little laid back at times, but I love to dig in on the defensive end, and just try to get my teammates to dig in on the defensive end, getting stops. Like today, my team we were taking charges today. I told them before the game, I said, I guarantee no one else in this combine is going to take a charge. Let's try to get some, and we did that today. Just adding that element to a team, and also off the court, just being able to have guys that can just have fun together. Not getting in trouble, but to have fun, and because it's an 82-game season, you got to be able to have a good relationship off the court if you want to go to war.
As you're in this whirlwind, this draft process, have you been able to take a step back and just realize what you've accomplished and where you're going?
Not yet, because it's still not accomplished yet. This is one step. Ultimately, leading up to draft night, go where I want to go, and that's when I'll be able to sit back and say, all right, I got to where I want to go. Now it's time to get to the next level.
Jacob, what's your pitch to teams when you're talking with them? Say you have 30 seconds to talk to a team where they don't know much about you. What's your pitch to them?
Well, I feel like a lot of teams know me on the court. I just try to let them know how I am off the court, being a great guy, a good teammate, a great teammate. Also someone that wants to learn, I love coaching, so I'm willing to listen, I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to get in there and work my butt off.
As you're going through this pre-draft process, what would you say you're trying to work on the most, maybe even here at the Combine?
Just keeping my intensity level up, always being assertive, even if it's not scoring the ball, playing defense, being in rotation, talking to guys where they're supposed to rotate, getting guys in the offensive spots, just try to put confidence in everyone.
You said that you think that teams kind of know who you are on the court, so you're talking about who you are off the court. In terms of your on-court skills, do you think there are things that you haven't really been able to show, or any kind of misconceptions about your game or anything like that?
Well, I feel like in college, I didn't really play too much on the ball. Last year, my junior year, I started to play a little more on the ball. I feel like that's a part of my game that teams kind of don't really know, but they see shades of it. And once I get into the NBA and being able to work on all the pick and rolls and being able to be a lead guard, also an off-the-ball guard, I feel like that'll be very key for me.
When you think about the motion offenses that most teams play in the league now, with the spacing and pacing and all that kind of stuff, is there a particular system or style that you think kind of suits you best to the next level?
Really just because I really feel like I'm very versatile. You look at the Rockets, you see Trevor Ariza and PJ Tucker. They don't really touch the ball that much, but the other night they both had 20-plus points. That's because they're able to catch and shoot and also guard on the other end. So I feel like I could be able to fit in any offense. Where at Golden State, they move the ball a lot, they share the ball, pass, cut, and they also switch a lot on defense. So I feel like either way, playing alongside a superstar who's going to have the ball in his hands, making the decisions, I can shoot, catch and shoot, be a 3-and-D, and I can also be that combo guard that can mix it in and get it done off the dribble also.
What do you pride yourself on?
Defense. I like playing defense. Getting stops is a thing. Like, you can stop a team or get 4 or 5 stops in a row, especially in the NBA. Like that's how you get victories.
A team like Portland could really use a 3-and-D type of guy. What do you see in their system and how you can help that?
They have 2 great lead guards in Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, and they are great off the bounce. Whether it's scoring or passing. And I feel like I can come in there and be a 3-and-D and be able to catch and shoot, knock down open shots, and also guard the other team's best player every night. That's something I actually want to do.
Is that a team that you talk with or expect to talk with?
Yeah.
Okay. You have talked to them already?
No, I haven't.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Jacob, how's it been, first of all, dealing with the media? You have all this media attention. I was in this position in 1999. Like, how has that been?
It's been great. Going to Cincinnati, we're not really a big school, but we played on the national TV schedule, so a lot of people kind of know me a little bit. But as the media here, it's been great. They're getting to know me a lot more.
And right now, looking at the Clippers have the 12 and 13 pick, there's going to be a possibility where you can be drafted. How do you think you'll be able to fit in with the current roster that they have right now?
Just being able to come in and be that defensive guy. I feel like a lot of teams are looking for someone that wants to be a high energy on the defensive end. I can also knock down shots. And my on-ball game is getting a lot better. I'm trying to showcase that here at the Combine, but I feel like if I knock down shots and play defense, I can be a perfect 3-and-D guy.
And so what drill in particular or on the court that you've been doing to kind of showcase your talents? Are there more things going off the dribble where they can actually see you? Is it where you're stretching out from the three-point line where they can actually see where you can expand to be on multiple teams where now it's more shooters on the floor, like a Golden State. They have multiple shooters.
Yeah.
How do you feel that you can fit into those positions?
Well, I feel like in college I showed that I can catch and shoot a good bit because that was my role in college, but also just being able to read pick and rolls, having a guy that can be very versatile on the defensive end, but also he can catch and shoot and be a combo guard, like coming off ball screens, making the right read, not necessarily just scoring, but being a playmaker, getting the best shots for the team. I feel like that I can do that.
It's been like as you get ready for the NBA draft?
It's been great, I'm out in Vegas training at Impact. It's just grind, trying to get my body in the best shape, a lot of shots, dieting great, but it's been a great process, just working really hard, trying to reach a dream that I've been chasing since I was little.
What do you think the best attribute you bring on the court is?
My versatility, my feel for the game, and also my defensive side of the ball. I can be very versatile in guarding multiple positions, whether it's point guard, shoot guards, or forwards. I can guard.
Speaking of defense and things of that nature, were you able to pay attention to anything the Sixers did this past year?
Yeah, they did. They do a lot of they do a lot of switching because they have a lot of similar size like guys, and that's kind of what the NBA is going to. A lot of forwards and wings that can just switch and guard a lot of multiple positions.
Thanks a lot.
No problem.